Hi all, we are in the textbook, the Adobe Photoshop CC book for digital photographers by Scott Kelby, and we're working in chapter 8, which is some of the really cool special effects for photographers. The first one that we come to is the desaturated skin look, and according to Kelby, this is about the hottest Photoshop portrait technique out there right now. See it popping up everywhere, from covers of magazines to CD covers, print ads to Hollywood movie posters, and we're going to be able to create it in about 60 seconds, he says, using the simplified method shown in the following demo. So step one is you should have the photo open that's called Desaturated Look, or Desat Skin Look. We're going to duplicate the background layer by either pressing Command or Control J. And you'll see that that immediately duplicates the layer. And then duplicate this layer, layer 1, using the same shortcut. So you have 3 layers and also another Command or Control J, and we should have 3 layers in our Layers panel. In the Layers panel, we're going to click on the middle layer, which is layer 1, to make it the active layer. And then we're going to click Command Shift U or Control Shift U to desaturate. So again, Command Shift and U. And that is desaturates and removes all the color from that layer. And I'm just going to turn these layers off for a moment so you can see that actually that is what happens. Now we're going to lower the opacity of this layer. So again, this is layer 1. We're going to lower the opacity to 80%. And then, so just a little color shows through. And of course, there's still a color photo on top of the layer stack, so you won't see anything change on screen. You'll still see your color photo, but if you look in the Layers panel, you'll see the thumbnail for the center layer is black and white as shown in his image on page 246, and I'll show you in just a moment by turning that off. And again, you see just a little bit of color showing through. Now step 3, in the Layers panel, we're going to click on the top layer in the stack, which is layer 1 copy, and then we're going to switch its layer blend mode from normal to soft light. We're going to go from normal to soft light. Ooh, nice. Which brings the effect into play. Now, soft light brings a very nice subtle version of the effect, but if you want something a bit edgier with even more contrast, try using the overlay mode instead. So instead of soft light, we're going to try overlay. I'm not so sure about that one. It doesn't have enough of an effect, I don't think, but I'm going to leave it there. It's just a little bit too intense. We can lower the opacity of the layer a bit until it looks good to you. And again, that's kind of a personal thing. He said, but honestly, he just goes with a soft light himself, which personally, that's the one that I liked the best as well, the soft light. Then the last step is to limit the effect to just our subject's skin. And of course, you can leave it over the entire image if it looks good, but normally he uses it just as a skin effect. So to limit it to just the skin, we're going to press Command Option Shift E. So it's Command Option Shift and E. Or Control Alt Shift E. That creates a merged layer on top of the layer stack. And a merged layer is a new layer that looks like you flattened the image. You don't need the 2 layers below any longer, so you can hide them from view by clicking on the eye icon to the left. And you still have the background layer visible as well as this merged layer or layer 2. Now we're going to press and hold the Option key if you're on a Mac, Alt if you're on a PC. And we're going to click on the Add Layer Mask icon at the bottom of the layer, bottom of the Layers panel. And that hides our layer. behind a black mask, which it does. You'll see that mask there. You want to press D to set the foreground color to white. And you'll see that our foreground color does change to white. And then we're going to get the brush tool. You want to choose a medium-sized brush, soft edged. That's probably all right. And then just paint over his face, hair, and neck, or any visible skin to complete the effect. Now I changed the opacity. I had that opacity set at 45. I'm not sure about this. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up. I may have had that just a little bit too intense, but we're going to try it. Kind of looks like he's sick, huh? I'm going to go ahead and finish painting it. And then I am going to try to lower the opacity and see what the impact of that is. Holy moly. Not too bad. And that's it. That's the exercise. So I should change that again. And again, just going along the slider to see which I like the best. Okay, and that's the exercise. I'll be back in a moment to work on the high contrast portrait look with you. I understand you guys took some portraits last night in Fred's class, so this might be something you want to apply to some of your portraits. So I will be back in just a moment.